computer files off-site, and everything is encrypted to protect your privacy. Try it risk-free with offer code TV at Carbonite.com.
The experts at PC World called Carbonite online backup done well. You set it up once, and after that, it just works. Not my words, theirs.
Because your life is on your computer, there's Carbonite, the way backup is done.
The current economic crisis is striking close to home, and your financial future could be at risk. One of the most effective ways to protect your wealth is by investing in gold and silver. Over the past 7 years, gold has provided investors with returns in excess of 300%. Now is the time to call Merit Financial, America's trusted name in precious metals investments. Are you unhappy with the performance of your IRA? Did you know that you can back your IRA with physical gold and silver? Call today for a complimentary IRA information package and find out why so many people are choosing gold and silver to protect their IRAs. And now, Merit Financial is offering a complimentary Gold American Eagle when you place gold or silver in your IRA. As a member of the Better Business Bureau of the Southland, Merit has been America's standard in gold and silver investments for over 23 years. Call 1-866-PURE-GOLD today to receive your complimentary investment guide. Remember the Merit Guarantee, the right gold at the right price, right away.
New players in Washington and new policies for America's future. As it all happens, you need trusted reporting, unparalleled experience, real insight. Bret Baier and Team Washington bring it to you. First, fair and balanced. On top of the stories, breaking down the issues, taking you inside the Beltway. Bret Baier, breathing life into politics. Watch the most powerful show in politics. Special Report with Bret Baier. Only on Fox. Be here.
We're doing a series of specials all this week, and I ask you to TiVo the show all this week and share it with a friend, please. The $787 billion stimulus package includes more than $100 billion for green initiatives. You just met our green job czar. Now, how much of a role did Van Jones or the Apollo Alliance and their left-leaning allies have in crafting the stimulus package? Phil Kerpen is here. He is the Director of Policy for Americans for Prosperity. Pat Caddell is back with us. He is a former Democratic pollster. Still a Democrat, Pat?
Yes.
Okay. Phil, help me out on this. The reason why I'm bringing the Apollo Alliance in today is because I feel strongly that America cannot allow any more legislation to pass, because this isn't the normal game that has been that we're used to. These are people, not our representatives, writing all of this legislation. And a great example is the stimulus package. Tell me about the Green Jobs Initiative that passed under Bush but was not funded.
Well, we've seen an enormous increase in green spending in recent years. This has been one of those things that supposedly everyone can agree on, that's politically correct and so on. But behind the scenes, we've seen that the push for it has really come from the kind of radical left-wing groups that you've talked about, people like the Apollo Alliance that are designed to bring together organized labor with sort of the street social justice agitators, with the traditional environmentalists have been behind the whole push for green jobs. I think there was a very telling quote from Harry Reid about the stimulus bill. I want to get this exactly right. He said, "The Apollo Alliance has been an important factor in helping us develop and execute a strategy that makes great progress on these goals and in moving the public to support them." And I think that second part is really critical, the way that they brought together all of the major elements of the leftist coalition, and they used it to bring public opinion to bear. Now, historically, the unions had been very much against environmental regulation. The insight here with Apollo and Van Jones and so on is that if you raid the U.S. Treasury and you take all this money and use it to subsidize these so-called green jobs, make them union jobs, give money to the social justice street organizers and so on, you can get every one of these leftist constituencies on the same side with taxpayers on the other side, and they can loot the U.S. Treasury in order to support all of their friends.
Pat, you said to me during the break, it's all about the money.
It's all about the money. It is about the money, folks. Follow the money. Just, you know, the movie, it's all very simple. The unions, the question, as the gentleman asked, is about why the unions, who used to be not for green jobs and not for the environment because they were afraid of losing industrial jobs. Why are they for it? Well, first of all, because they're going to get more jobs, and because they've got a deal. The stimulus deal was, and the head of the L.A. County Development said this about the stimulus, said, oh, wait a minute, but because we're putting in these union rules, these special rules that say you have to pay prevailing wage, which is 50% higher than what the market wage is on construction jobs, that means that you get half the construction projects that you had. Got that, folks? Then you get ACORN. You know, you can't leave out the other part of this, the ACORN funding. And what I want
business.
Oh, let me tell you. Look at cap and trade. Look, this is about looting the people who are looting the country. And they include they're not Democrats, these are people who are looting the country, and that they are doing it because either to feather their causes or their own interests. And they, and the people want to hold on to power. They will do anything to hold on to power.
When I come back, I want to tell you about two things. Where did the Cash for Clunkers idea come from? Originally, somebody wrote about it. We'll tell you about it. They gave it a different name. And also, remember a few months ago we talked about the smart grid. Well, there was no debate on the smart grid. Did you know that it's been funded? We'll give you that information next.
Examining the president's popularity. Is public outrage over health care the real reason for his sick poll numbers? Tonight, Greta has the shocking diagnosis on the record.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Real food at the right price. This is the primo stuff. 1 appetizer and 2 premium entrees, just $20 every day. Genuine food, generous portions, genius price. 2 for $20, only at Applebee's.
Discover gives you a cashback bonus on every single purchase. What you do with it is up to you. What will you get back with your cashback? It pays to Discover.
All those years when Michelle was working, her hands used to fly over those keys.
My mind says I want to go to work, but my body says I can't.
Applying for your Social Security disability benefits is hard, but we make it easy.
We'll deal with the government. You have enough to worry about.
Call us. 1-800-66-BINDER. Hey, Michelle, it's okay. Help is here.
Okay, Peterman, you're our only hope. So, I need you to cut the red wire.
Miss Peterman, your son is colorblind. Colorblind.
Peterman! The red wire.
Luck happens. Find yours with the Casino Scratch Games from the Colorado Lottery. With a shot at $250 grand, this could be your lucky day.
Washington, where partisan gridlock can keep things from happening. Fortunately, Colorado has Mark Udall and Michael Bennet, working with Democrats and Republicans toward consensus, bipartisan health care reform, fighting to make health care more affordable, help close the Medicare donut hole without raising premiums on seniors who have drug coverage, and make sure no one can be denied coverage for a pre-existing condition. Call Senators Udall and Bennet today. Tell them to keep fighting till we get the job done.
I don't always let my bladder problems or the worry my pipes might leak compromise what I like to do, like hunting for bargains, not always bathrooms. I take care with Vesicare.
Once daily Vesicare can help control your bladder muscle and is proven to reduce frequent sudden urges and leaks day and night. If you have certain stomach or glaucoma problems or trouble emptying your bladder, do not take Vesicare. Tell your doctor right away if you have a serious allergic reaction, severe abdominal pain, or become constipated for 3 or more days. Vesicare may cause blurred vision, so take care while driving or doing unsafe tasks. Common side effects are dry mouth, constipation, and indigestion.
You deserve better than to always be compromised by urges and leaks. Ask your doctor today about taking care with Vesicare.
We're back now with Phil Kerpen and Pat Cadell. We're talking about the czars and the stimulus package, because I need you to extrapolate this and say, okay, if this is what's happening with the stimulus package, then I don't care what they say is in the health care bill. I don't care what they say is in cap and trade. I don't care what they say is in the lollipops for puppy dogs bill. Nothing should pass until we get some real answers here. Let me go to the smart grid. Phil, the smart grid, we talked about this months ago, and I said, well, this is a pretty big deal. It has been funded now, has it not?